Are you a sad individual living under a Parisian opera house and dropping chandeliers on people's heads for fun? Well, you may want to stop because that's a crime and get yourself a podcast. How do you do that? Easy. It's with Anchor. Anchor is a totally free app and website, and you can record from your phone or your computer. You don't need fancy smancy equipment. Seriously, I have recorded podcasts from my bathtub while I was bathing. Anchor is free and super easy to use. Anchor has really simple podcasting tools. You sign up and then you start podcasting. It really is that simple. Within an hour of starting my podcast, I was already distributed on Spotify. Now I'm on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breaker, and Radio Public. So look for the app or the website. The website is anchor.fm, and the app, just go to your friendly local app store and look up Anchor. That's ANCHOR. Happy podcasting! We are back and we are talking about episodes 3 and 4 of Demon Slayer, which have titles, but I don't remember what they are, so they don't matter right now.
Okay, I remembered the titles, but I guess that still doesn't matter.
Okay, then go for it.
I think episode 3 was Sabato and Makamo.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And the 4th one was Final Selection. Finally, English words I can pronounce.
Thank you. Okay, that was very helpful. It's like right when you said that, I was like, oh yeah, I remember what they are. I made a note to remember and then I completely forgot. So thanks for that. So
you're welcome.
The third one opens up. Tanjiro has been with. Now I'm confused because I looked at the subtitles and it looked like it said Irikadaki, but I heard Iridaki. So
let's just go with whatever. We cannot pronounce anything again.
We'll figure it out.
Someday, eventually.
Today is probably not that day, though. So we're just gonna call him Iridaki. Iridaki is the dude in the red phallic mask. So.
He's got a dick nose. It's actually referred to as a goblin mask because Japanese goblins look like that.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. That's like okay.
Sorry, we just saw something.
Yes, it was very mysterious, an open door. So anyway, it's been a year and a half, and
actually 2 years. Oh, well, actually in the 3rd episode, it's like a year and a half. But yeah, yes,
it starts off
correct.
A year and a half, and Tanjiro is still going through the training, and then it gets to the point where Iridaki's like, I can't teach you anything more. And then he tells...
Piss off, kid.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. And then he's like, oh, yeah,
I'm gonna go buy cigarettes. Goodbye.
And to complete your training, you must slice through this huge boulder.
Which is really whack, because it's a fucking rock. It's Dwayne Johnson. He's gotta slice open Dwayne Johnson.
And poor Tanjiro's like, this rock is like twice my size and like 3 times as wide. I can't do that. It'll break my sword.
Yeah, it'll snap in half and you go like my spine when I sit up.
So he trains. He tries to. He basically brutalizes himself. I mean, like he's all beaten up, and this is just him. Like nobody's fighting him or anything, but he's trying. And then along comes a stranger.
Yes.
Who is Sabato?
Technically correct, but I think it's said a bit faster. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm trying, y'all.
I missed. I was basically listening to the voices and reading the subtitles, so I missed a lot of how they were pronounced.
I repeated in my head Tanjiro, and I still can't pronounce it. Like, I just heard it, and I was like, okay, repeat it in your head so you can pronounce it correctly. I still can't pronounce it correctly. Woo! Lilliana fails again.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to listen to these names again and actually pronounce them properly because I do feel kind of bad about that. But anyway, so he's like basically toxic masculinity personified.
Yeah.
He's like, you're upset, you're not a man. And it's like, this
Yeah.
dude has been training for a year and a half. He feels completely useless. Why wouldn't he be upset, you little Hello Kitty mask giving douche?
Yeah, Sabato is really rude and very focused on masculinity, which is strange, and I actually made a remark along the lines of, he's so focused on masculinity, he must be gay.
What's that?
It's just something to necessarily get back at him. Who knows? I certainly don't even know if I know.
Okay.
It's an adventure of being generally confused.
Yes, confusion. So, and basically he challenges Tanjiro to a fight, and they fight, and they fight, and they fight, and Tanjiro gets a crap beat out of him.
Yeah,
and he's
several
like,
times.
Bleh. And then he just leaves him in the care of Makomo? Is that her name?
Makamo, I think.
Makamo.
No, that definitely isn't right,
no.
but I'm trying.
See, I want to say Monokuma, but that's not right.
No, absolutely not Monokuma.
That would
well,
be
actually,
interesting.
it's Monokuma.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there's no O at the end.
Okay.
Sorry, we're still terrible at pronouncing Japanese names. We're trying.
Yes, but it's not Monokuma.
No, absolutely not. That's from something entirely different.
That would make this a completely different show.
Indeed.
But anyway, so she's like, well, we're not really related, but we were training together. And then she proceeds to tell him that basically everything he's doing it wrong. Like, his heart is beating incorrectly. He's not breathing right. Like, he's basically failing at everything. And then she tells him how to do it properly. And he starts to actually, like, get it. Like, his body starts getting in better shape. So, like, his blood's flowing well. He's breathing right. And, excuse me. And then, so 6 months of this goes on. So, from episode 2 to episode 3, it's been 2 years. And Nezuko is still comatose. Nezuko?
I think when it's pronounced, the U is silent, but we're still having problems pronouncing it.
Okay, Nezuko. That works.
Yeah, that actually does sound correct. Good job. We've succeeded.
We're gonna do this eventually.
We're gonna try our best.
But yeah, so it's been 2 years. Nezuko is still comatose. Apparently she hasn't eaten in 2 years. She hasn't, like, avoided waste. So, I mean, maybe that's a demon thing, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense. And I know, like, I'm thinking from a practical aspect, and it's like a fantasy anime, but, like, how? Just, how is that possible? It must be, being a demon must be pretty nifty. But, yeah, so he's worried about her, and, like, through the whole time, he's writing his diary, what's going on.
His journal, he refers it to, but yeah, it's basically just a diary.
I mean, they're basically the same thing. So, yeah, so he has another battle with Sabato. Like,
we'll get it eventually.
I see the names, and, like, then I say them, and it's like, oh, that's not right.
Absolutely not, but we're, again, trying.
If a Japanese person heard this, they would probably not be thrilled, so I'm
sorry. They would beat the shit out of us, maybe.
I don't
feel like there's... If anyone listened to this podcast who just... I feel like anyone listening to this podcast is suffering at just how bad we're pronouncing these Japanese names. And I'm genuinely sorry because I feel like mispronouncing them is offensive in a way, but that's my anxiety talking, and I don't know how it's offensive to not be able to pronounce something. Again, I'm not trying to do it on purpose.
Yeah, we'll get it. But, so anyway, they fight, and Tanjiro slices off the mask. They're both wearing fox masks, which when I first saw, I thought were cat masks, and I called them Hello Kitty masks. They're not. They're fox masks.
Yeah.
And they have special magic, apparently.
They're warding masks. Basically, they're just sort of inscribed in a way with a type of warding magic that will ward off harm. This kind of doesn't necessarily work, but they're cute little Hello Kitty masks.
Yeah, and they also apparently don't have eye holes, because when Tanjiro gets his mask, like, you can see the back of it, and there's no way to see through it. So
yeah, there's no eye holes, there's just nothing. So that must mean that Urudaki can't see either. So it's like, how the fuck is anyone doing this? Is it just that they're sniffing so hard that they just know where things are?
I think it might be magic.
Who knows? But for the sake of plot convenience, let's just say that they have tiny eye holes that manage to make them see.
Sure.
Even though it doesn't show this, we'll just say it for, again, plot convenience.
Sure, I mean, that works.
Somehow. Anyways.
So, I mean, that's... Basically, he somehow manages to slice through the boulder. Oh, apparently Sabato was like one of the people that managed to slice through the boulder.
Mm-hmm.
So it had been sliced through before, which seems like it would actually be easier, but like, because it was held together with a rope. But was it like glued together? Because he sliced it vertically, but it was held with the rope horizontally, so
I made a theory on it being cut before and it getting held together, but there would have been a slice mark.
Right.
It would have been a much more easier. Plus, Tanjiro could have faked it if it was previously sliced and held together with rope. He could theoretically fake slicing the boulder in a way by just cutting the rope. So really what I think what happened is just Urudaki got a new boulder. Who knows why it's held together by rope? Maybe it's just decoration.
Maybe.
But even still, I think he just got a new boulder and gets a new boulder when every boulder is sliced.
Maybe the rope is just like how he got the boulder up there.
Maybe. Actually, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Finally, we came to a conclusion on what the fuck is happening.
I guess so. But anyway, so he did that, and then Tanjiro is basically sent in the next episode to go to the final selection. Now, when I was watching this episode, it's like he slices the boulder, and then Sabato and Makoma?
Makado, I think? Oh god, I know that can't be right. When I think of it in my head, I just have a clear pronunciation of it, but when it comes out of my mouth, it's just garbage.
No, I get it. It's the same thing with me. It's like I can see kind of how it looks, but like I'm not sure if that's the correct pronunciation. But anyway, so I was like, are they dead? Because they just kind of like vanished into the mist, and there was like no sound or anything. So yeah, it turns out that they're spirits of some sort.
They're ghosts because they were killed and stuff.
Well, yeah, but the interesting thing is that because it says that they were killed in the final selection, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why weren't their bodies there? Why were they by the boulder?
I think that they can just chill wherever they really want to. Maybe they normally hanged around the boulder. They maybe didn't necessarily die at the boulder, but maybe it could have been a hot spot, so that's where their ghosts may linger. They can be in other areas, but they might just usually chill around the boulder.
Okay, so on to the final selection. And Tanjiro meets a bunch of new people, and I don't remember any of their names.
They weren't introduced with names.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, some of them did. Some of them are major characters,
right.
But a lot of them are just kind of there because there needs to be characters. They don't have names. They're just generic. If a character doesn't have colored hair, then they aren't important to the story.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
I was joking,
there was that one dude who ran away from the demon, the many-armed, slimy, gloppy demon. That was interesting. But, yeah, so they're going to fight these demons who have been trapped in, like, a cave bound by wisteria because they hate wisteria?
It's sort of like how vampires are allergic to garlic in a way.
Okay.
The wisteria naturally propels away the demons. Just like think of it as like I don't know, the demons think that wisteria smells bad, so it's staying there, so they stay away.
It's understandable.
It's a vampire garlic situation, really.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the smell of roses, like, overpoweringly, so I kind of get it.
But yeah, even just a little bit of wisteria can just make them go away. They're just vampires, but glorified and also kind of look cooler.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So, he's doing this, he's meeting people, and he has gone to fight, and he comes across a demon.
The many-eyed slimy.
Well, this is...
the two demons before.
Yes, the two demons who are arguing over who gets to make him food.
Yeah, this one demon says to the other demon, "Hey, dude, hands off my prey!" And it's really dumb. They're just having a tantrum because both of them want to eat human flesh.
Which, like, when you think about it, like, not very smart, because they could have teamed up and, you know, had half of him.
They're sort of territorial, like dogs. Two dogs could possibly both get a treat, I guess, but they'll fight over it and be territorial.
But they died and basically turned to ash.
Very funky. Nothing was left behind because demons are just like that, but you know.
The power of a magic sword. Basically, that's how demons die. They are burnt by sunlight, or they are decapitated with a nitrite sword?
I think it's nitrin, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I can't remember how it was ever pronounced since it's rarely said, but basically, it's made by a special steel that harnesses sunlight, and that sunlight can be used to kill the demons.
Right. Yeah. So he kills them, and then he comes across the slimy, many-armed, gloppy demon that giggled a lot and had fabulous fingernails.
Oh, he absolutely did.
They were very red and pretty.
Yes. I don't know why they're red. Like, he annually paints all of the hands he has. Just, who knows? Where did he even get that nail polish? Is it actually blood? Who fucking knows?
Yeah, so, apparently this demon has eaten, like, 15
Actually, it was 50.
Oh, I thought it was... Because he was counting on his fingers and he's like, 15?
Actually, he was counting and he went to 14. Tanjiro would be the 14th of Urudaki's disciples that would be killed.
Okay.
He's the slimy demon boy has killed 50 demon slayers in total, but around, I think, 13 of Urudaki's disciples.
Right, and we kind of get, like, with that, we kind of get backstory on why Urudaki is kind of terrible.
Sort of.
Because his disciples keep on getting horribly murdered, so,
he just really doesn't want to see another child die.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking to him.
Yeah,
He's baby.
So
he's got a dick nose and he's old, but he's baby.
Yeah, I mean, that makes his attitude make a lot more sense, so
it doesn't justify his attitude. No. Absolutely not, but it makes it slightly, just maybe a bit more sense. And also slightly justifiable. He's still an asshole, but it's justifiable.
Yeah. So, Tanjiro starts by slicing off the many arms of this demon, and it's a lot of arms.
Oh, absolutely. And, since demons, regenerate very quickly, it's just not really bothered. It's more of like randomly getting bumped. It's like, well, that's fine. I'll just heal that right back up and I'll be good to go. I'll just slap a band-aid.
And the really interesting thing is that Sabato and Makomo are watching, but they're at the boulder.
Actually, they're more of just commentating on what they necessarily think are happening. Like, they're like, oh crap, is Tanjiro actually going to win? Like, they're aware he's at the final selection, so they're wondering, will he get past the demon that killed all of them?
Oh, okay, because I thought that they were saying, like, they could see it.
Nope.
Okay.
They're just chilling. They're vibing, bro.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Like, when you're dead, I mean, really, what are you gonna do? So...
Be dead?
He remembers Makoma's advice about the perfect breath control. No, what? Concentration? It's something like that. So...
Total breath concentration.
Yeah, that's it. And, like, so he starts breathing properly and his blood's flowing properly, and he goes straight for this demon's very thick neck, which seems to take over the width of shoulders because he doesn't really seem to have a neck.
He does have a neck. I think it's just covered by arms, and those arms are very thick in nature, so it's just kind of hard. And when Sabato, way back when, tried to slice the neck, his sword just went.
Yeah.
And then he got his freaking head squished like a berry.
Yeah, that was.
It was disturbing, even with just silhouettes. It was just.
Yeah, because the implication of, like, what the demon was saying he did to him was just like, ugh.
My heart just sank. It was disgusting, and it just made the demon easier to hate in a way.
Yeah, and then
he purposefully did that to infuriate and also give backstory.
Yeah, and then he talked about how he ripped poor Makomo apart, and that was horrible. Like, even though that was also in just a silhouette, it was just like,
he was like, when I talked about killing all of Urudaki's disciples, she started crying and flew into a rage, so I plucked her limbs from her.
Yeah.
And it just makes it all the more worse because, it's just so heart-wrenching.
And it's like, then, like, that makes sense why Sabato was, like, so vicious to him, was because, like, he really didn't want to see, like, another kid died, which...
No one one ever wants to see a kid die, except for the demon guy, probably.
Yeah, I was about to say the demon's probably cool with the kids dying.
Yeah, definitely cool with the kids dying.
But, yeah, so it's... What that made me wonder is that where are the rest of the disciples? So,
They're just dead.
So they didn't become ghosts?
They did become ghosts, they aren't as important to the plot, so they don't necessarily... I think, in the next episode, they kind of show up and you can see all of the ghosts. But they just kind of aren't necessarily as social as Sabato and Makoma.
Right. Okay. So anyway, he manages to slay the demon. And, it's actually kind of gross. I know it's animated, but, you can see, the body pulsing as it comes after him, and, ugh.
It's very nasty.
Yes.
He's a very nasty boy.
He's a nasty green demon boy with fabulous fingernails.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore, because, he
died.
But, yeah, he had great nails.
He really did.
Gotta give it up for that demon. But, anyway, so, that's pretty much it, right?
Mm-hmm. I can't really think of anything else more to say about the episode.
Yeah, okay, so that's it, and hopefully we will be back later with episodes 5 and 6.
Wouldn't